again and welcome back to another session of Commerce class with me, Suman Rathore. Students, public deposits are the unsecured deposits invited by the company from the general public to finance their working capital requirements. Now, a company wishing to invite deposit from the general public makes an advertisement in the newspaper and anyone can deposit the money with the company by filling up the form. And the company in return issues a receipt containing all the terms and conditions of the deposit. Now, the rate of interest depends upon the period of deposit and the reputation of the company. And the period of deposit can be from 6 months to 3 years. Now, companies prefer public deposits because these are cheaper than the bank loans, whereas public prefer public deposits because the rate of interest is higher than what they get on bank deposits. Now, public deposits have become a popular source of industrial finance due to the various merits attached to them, like: first is simplicity. Public deposits are a very convenient source of business finance. Obtaining funds from public deposits usually do not involve much formalities and restrictive conditions. The company raising deposits has to simply give an advertisement in the newspaper or some media and issue a receipt to each depositor as a proof of deposit. Next is economy. Interest paid on public deposit is lower than that paid on debentures and bank loans. Moreover, no underwriting commission, brokerage, etc. has to be paid. Interest paid on public deposit is tax deductible, which reduces tax liability. Therefore, public deposits are a cheaper source of finance for the company. Next is no charge on assets. Public deposits are unsecured deposits and therefore do not create any charge or mortgage on company's assets. These assets can be used by the company for security purpose or for raising funds from bank and financial institutions in future. Next is flexibility. Public deposit can be raised during the season to buy raw materials in bulk or for other short and medium term requirements or for meeting the working capital requirements of the company. They can be returned when the need is over. Therefore, public deposits introduce flexibility in the company's financial structure. Next is no dilution of control. There is no dilution of shareholders' control because the depositors do not have voting rights and as such they cannot participate in the management of the company and cannot dilute the holding of shareholders on the company's business. Next is trading on equity. Interest on debentures and public deposit is paid at a fixed rate, and after payment of interest, the remaining profits are available to shareholders. And when the earnings of the company increase, the rate of dividend on equity shares can be increased. This is known as trading on equity. Now, public deposit enables a company to declare higher rates of dividend to equity shareholders during periods of good earnings, as interest on public deposit is also paid at a fixed rate. Despite all these merits, public deposits as a source of finance suffer from certain limitations also, like: first is uncertainty. Public deposits are an uncertain and unreliable source of finance. The depositors may not respond when the company needs funds. Moreover, depositors may withdraw their deposits whenever they feel shaky about the financial position of the company. And if a large number of depositors withdraw their deposits, then the company may find it difficult to repay a huge sum at once. Next is limited funds. A limited amount of funds can be raised through public deposits due to legal restrictions and procedural difficulties. Like public deposits cannot be more than 25% of equity share capital and free reserves. As such, company can raise only limited funds through public deposits. Next is limited appeal. Public deposits are unsecured deposits as they have no charge or mortgage on the assets of the company. Conservative investors may also not like these deposits in the absence of proper security. As such, public deposits do not appeal as a mode of investment to bold investors who want capital gains. Next is temporary finance. The maturity period of public deposits is short. The company cannot depend upon public deposits for meeting long-term financial needs. Also, company has to pay interest even in case of insufficient funds. As such, public deposit is a source of finance but temporary finance. Next is speculation. As public deposits can be raised easily and quickly, a company may be tempted to raise more funds than it can profitably use. Due to easy availability, it may keep the funds idle to meet the future contingencies. The management of the company may indulge in overtrading and speculation, which exercise harmful effects on the business of the company. Next is unsuitable for new concerns. New companies do not have much public confidence. As such, they lack sound credit standing. They cannot depend upon public deposits because investors also do not like to deposit their money with such companies. So now we can say that public deposits are the convenient source of finance for meeting the short-term and medium-term capital requirements of the business. That's all for today. Thanks for staying in tune and don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. Thank you and goodbye for now.